Norm, it's a great start in the season for Olimpija, 3 home wins. It was you defeated the champions on Sunday. You beat Salzburg today. So the comments about the great start. You expected something like that?
We had a real tough training camp. You know, our coach there, Danny Gillis, and he worked us. Everybody's in shape. You know, and we can't say we're not in shape for our team because we've been working pretty hard. And you know, the guys have been working every practice. You know, every time we get out there, we want to win the games. And I thought the guys played great. We even played good on the road. We just, you know, got let down a few times. But you know what? I think we're going to be a pretty good hockey team.
In the preseason, you had some games that you were not so good, but now you are second best goaltender in the EBEL league. So you are really motivated for the big games. We saw that in the big game against Jesenice, you were the best player that time.
Yeah, well, you know, it's tough towards the end of the preseason. You know, we played 10 preseason games, and you know, it's pretty tough. But you know what? Everybody gets more fired up when it's a regular season, and you know that's when it counts. So we just, you know, I don't know if I really played that bad, but you know, it's just one of those things. I'm just glad everything's working out so far for me right now.
The last 2 seasons you played in Germany for Iserlohn Roosters. How would you compare the German league with EBEL league?
It's pretty close, pretty similar leagues. You know, there's a lot of players that come over from the American League and the NHL, come over to the Austrian League and over to the German EBEL. So, you know, I think it's pretty close. It's pretty even match. You know, it's just I think it's pretty close.
How was the first contact with Olimpija? When did it happen?
It was towards the end of right before I came here. Actually, I just signed the day before I came. We were just talking to them, me and my agent, and Frankie Banham was telling me to come here. I'm pretty good friends with Frankie. I play with him here, and you know, I've known Frankie for a long time, since I was 17. So he was the one that pretty much pushed me to come here. So and everything's working out so far.
You didn't know much about Slovenia, maybe before. Now, how it's here in Ljubljana? You feel well?
I think it's beautiful here. You know, it's one of the most beautiful countries I've ever been. It's really they treat my family well here, and you know, it's a good time. You know, hopefully I can play well here and play here for a long time because I really enjoy the city.
Well, we heard you already also now had a Stanley Cup. That's something special. Your memories for that 97-98 season with Detroit. Well, Detroit is one of the best teams in the NHL. How it's to play there in Joe Louis Arena? That must be something special for everybody.
Oh yeah, it's a dream come true. You know, I got drafted by Detroit, and then when I got to play in the NHL, and then I got to lift the Stanley Cup and bring it home. That was every kid's dream when they grow up. They want to play in the NHL and lift that Stanley Cup, and my dream came true. And it was just you know, unfortunately, I never got to stay in the NHL. But you know what? I'm happy where I am right now. I would never change my life at all. How it's been.
What about the other sports? When we compare in NHL, is a little bit behind NFL and NBA. How you see this situation? The hockey lost maybe a little bit in the last years in America.
I don't know. They're still going to get fans. You know, especially Detroit. They're going to sell out every single night. It's a hockey town, and you know, I don't think the NHL is ever going to be lost. You know, they're trying to get the Russian league to come in, but I don't think that's going to ever happen. To be honest with you. I think, you know, the NHL is NHL. That's where everybody wants to be when they grow up, and that's how it's always going to be.
Well, you said it in Russia. Well, you were also the European champion in 2005. What about the experience there?
Well, it was a great experience there too. You know, I went over there in the lockout year, and I got to play with Jaromir Jagr. Jaromir Jagr was on my team, so you know, it was a great experience right there, playing in the European Championship and then winning the best goalie of the European Championship. So it was a great experience.
Now, what would you say about the goals this year with Olimpija? We all know you lost. This team lost the national championship last 2 seasons, so it's without title. This season it must be one title, and also now in the EBEL League the playoffs. What can you say? Is that this team good enough for something like that?
Yeah, I think so for sure. You know, every team is pretty much good. It all depends how you play. I believe our team, we got a lot of motivation in our locker room. The guys, you know, I never came here I didn't come here just to play hockey. I came here to put my name back on the map because I didn't have a great year last year. So obviously I want to make the playoffs, and you know, we'll see what happens after that.
So now you'll play on Friday in Graz and then at home against Alba. It's already a great start. A good start. It can be a great start.
Oh, for sure. You know, we just got to get out there. We got to get our first goal actually on the road. So. We're going to go have a good week of practice here next couple of days and get ready for Friday, and we'll see what happens and come home and get her going here at home again.
But you played very well on the road in Zagreb. It was a really tough loss, 17 seconds before the final buzzer sounded there. So the team also came back great after this heartbreaking loss.
Yeah, for sure. It was a tough loss. I was a little upset on the game there. We lost. It was a tough one. You lose 1-0, 17 seconds left. But we're professional hockey players. And you know what? It's a job, and we just forget about that. We want to get ready for the next game. And the guys played unbelievable against Klagenfurt, and another one here against Salzburg. So it's 2 big wins here, and hopefully we can go on the road and try to get our first two points on the road.